Greetings one and all, this is Rhythm Works and welcome to my channel. Yeah, it's been a while since I posted up my last video, but guess what? Life gets in the way of your pursuits of leisure and entertainment. You know what I mean? Because if you don't get the life issues sorted out, you don't get your bills paid. If you don't get your bills paid, you don't have no electricity or the internet to basically put out your videos and to play your games. You get what I'm saying, man? But anyway, greetings and welcome once again to my channel. What has been going on for me? Quite a bit on the technological front, on the gaming front, on the consumer front in general. But first of all, I'm gonna talk about a game that came out, been released for a little while now, and as you can see, I'm playing it. It is Battlefield 1. What do I think about it? I think it's a great game. I do. I really think it's a great game. I think visually it's stunning. I think the mechanics are pretty good. There's slight problems again, you know, with the engine where you can jump over a 6-foot wall, but you can't even maneuver yourself around a blade of fucking grass. But then again, you know, it's just a case of just knowing where to run, knowing where to jump, and knowing where to climb. But that's just a minor something for me anyway. It's been prevalent in Battlefield games for as long as I can remember, so I don't think that's gonna really improve. But the one thing that is really bad in my experience of playing Battlefield 1, and I think it's gonna basically just go across games in general, it's when you have these tossers that DDoS AAA games, whether it be the beta or when the game finally comes out. It's a really uncomfortable trend that is going to continue and continue and continue and continue. Now, my opinion is simply this: lock up the fuckers for 5 years minimum. I don't care how old they are. Lock them up for 5 years. Now, law enforcers have to understand that cybercrime is a growing sector in criminality. They're not, you know, you ain't got muggers mugging people on the street anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? They're basically taking them through freaking chip and pin. Simple as that. But I think with DDoSers, there's not a point to fucking prove. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, if that's what you want to basically do, then find a job where that is basically involved. You know what I'm saying? You know, be a part of the gaming industry and test out all the bugs and all the glitches and try and fucking DDoS the fuck out of the game or what have you, just to test if the servers are fucking strong enough. Don't be doing it from your fucking bedroom, you know what I mean, with your 24 plates underneath your bed that you haven't fucking washed for 2 blood clot months, you know what I mean? And when you go to court and get catch, your mum's gonna be crying, oh, he don't know what he's doing, he don't know what he's doing, he's got Asperger's, he's got ADHD or whatever the fuck it's called. Lock them up for 5 blood clot years minimum, you know what I mean? You know, you want to infiltrate something, infiltrate the so-called Islamic State. You know, infiltrate people that's basically causing terror in the country or around the world. You know what I'm saying? Infiltrate those fuckers. If you want to basically start infiltrating on servers and, you know, committing cybercrime on that basis, then go legit, man. You know what I mean? Work for a company that basically looks for bugs and looks for glitches, like I said before. But don't be doing it on people that wants to fucking relax after a hard day's work. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking selfish. Yeah, anyway, that's my soapbox rant over. So Battlefield 1, I've been playing that, been loving it. Been playing it with my On Your 6 squaddy brethren them, and you know, they're loving it as well. I mean, we've been on it and off it at, you know, so many different times. We haven't been actually running as a squad real solid, so you know, hopefully we'll be doing that real soon and the videos will be coming out thick and fast. From a technological aspect, I have to give you a little backstory. I got an email from my publishers and an email from my record company and an email from my music union, and they all basically sent me royalty statements, and the royalty statements were pretty healthy, very buoyant. Thank you very much. No, really, thank you very much to all my fans that's bought my music over the last year. I've included, I think, around 5 of my back catalogue albums in iTunes and Amazon and Spotify and all of those digital portals. So thank you very much for your appreciation of my music. And I decided to myself, you know what, I'm gonna go out and join the 4K revolution. So I decided to buy a 4K TV. Yes, I bought a 4K TV. Done my research, and the TVs that I usually go for are the Samsung TVs or the Sony TVs, but usually it'd be the Samsung first, Sony second, Toshiba third. Right, and looked in Amazon. I bought all my TVs that I've had in the past through Amazon, had no problem with them, and I came across this one, the Panasonic, which had the best ratings. I was going to go for a 65 incher, you know what I mean, but I calmed myself down, slapped myself in the face, and checked out the 58 inch, and very feature laden. And yeah, looked at it, looked at the reviews, was very happy with what I saw, and just ordered it, bought it. And also I made pre-orders for the PlayStation 4 Pro, the PlayStation Platinum headset, which will be coming out in January, and a couple of VR games, an accessory for the VR headset as well. So it's a happy Christmas for me. So I decided to basically just buy all of those things, because it will get to a point where I can't afford to get them, and it's going to take me a little while to get them. So while the going is good, while I'm buoyant financially for this period of the year, I decided to buy all the stuff that I wanted to buy. And I have to say, I am not regretful or remorseful of my purchases whatsoever. The TV looks absolutely gorgeous, and even playing Battlefield with the HDR setting in the PS4 on the TV, it looks fucking awesome, man. You can actually see the veins in the leaves as you're fucking going through. Now, to some people, like me at first, I didn't give a shit because it was all about gameplay. But I thought, you know what? Why not have a richer experience with the games that you already know are good, that you like playing, and that you will continue to play? That was my thinking about it. You know, I rather basically have a good TV, upgrade my TV, upgrade my PS4 to play games that I like and make them look better. Even if it's just 2 games or 3 games in my collection that is HDR or 4K compatible. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I just want to just have that experience. So that was the justification of my purchase. Now, I know for some people it might not even be that for them, or they can't afford it at that time, but you know, I was like on the other side of the fence completely. But then when I saw the royalty statement a couple of weeks ago, it was like, I'm getting a fucking brand new TV. Fuck that. So that was my thinking. So yes, I'm all up in the 4K hype. But don't get me wrong, it's not just about the resolution. It's about gameplay as well, you know. The gameplay has to match the resolution for me at the end of the day. I don't want to basically play a crap game in 4K. Fuck that. Do you know what I mean? But having said that, you know, there's got to be some good games coming out. And at the moment, Battlefield 1 is a good game. Battlefield 1 is a good game. Destiny is still a good game. Tomb Raider, which I haven't got, which I might be getting, I think it's a good game. You know, by looking at it and by playing the reboot that came out before that. So I'm pretty much happy with that. Now, on the PSVR front, I haven't been playing much PSVR games simply because of Battlefield 1 and me just getting involved in that. But I have to say that after playing, what was it, Carnival Games VR that I bought a couple of days ago, I still don't regret my purchase. I still don't regret my purchase of the PSVR. I think it is such a nice addition to the whole PlayStation family. I really, really do. It was just so welcoming to just to feel that experience once I put the PSVR headset on, because something in me thought, you know, am I going to play it as much as I had played it from day one? Do you know what I mean? And it's just something that you won't be playing for fucking 10 hours or 8 hours or 6 hours at a time. But it's easily done if the right game is being played. Do you know what I'm saying? But playing PSVR games that has, let's say, a lower resolution to the games that you already play on disc, that doesn't bother me. Do you know what I mean? Because the gameplay basically matches the experience. Do you know what I mean? I think games with a cartoonish look and a cartoonish vibe and a cartoonish feel, that doesn't bother me, but it's the gameplay. And playing games like Sports Bar VR, and Hustle Kings VR and Gun Jack, and even the demos that's been coming out, and playing Carnival Games VR, which has that cartoonish vibe to it. It really complements my other games and my other experiences on the PlayStation. So I'm really, really, really happy. Do you know what I mean? You know, there was a point where I'm thinking, where the fuck is gaming going? But getting into the PSVR and just upgrading my experience all round through disc version of games, you know, it's an exciting prospect. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm very looking forward to what's going to be coming out of the PSVR ecosystem. I'm really looking forward to seeing the new games coming out, and I just believe that some of the best games that's going to come out is just going to be very, very simple. It's going to be very simple in application. Do you know what I mean? And it's going to create hours and hours of pleasure. So on that score, yeah, the PSVR, still recommend it. It's not something that I can explain to you on a screen that you're going to be watching 2D. It just doesn't work. You have to basically try it for yourself, like I've said before. And finally, now we are deep in the season of gaming for winter. I want to basically ask the question, I want to pose the question as we approach December. What is your game of the year? What is the game that you've been playing that you cannot put down, that you have to say, if this was the only game I had on a desert island with my PS4 or Xbox One, with electricity of course, what would be the game that I could play for the rest of my life and don't get bored with? That's the standard that I'm basically looking in regards to your choice of game of the year. Now for me, I'll tell you straight, even though I haven't played it a lot, it has to be Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 is definitely my game of the year, simply because DICE took a gamble. They took a gamble and they just went against the grain in terms of what Infinity Ward and Activision were basically putting out, and put out the Battlefield template, but basically from a World War I perspective. And I truly, truly, truly love it. I love it. I love it. You know, from playing Star Wars Battlefront, I knew what I was going to get with Battlefield 1, but I didn't know how blown away I was going to be by the experience of playing Battlefield 1. This is going to piss all over Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, without a shadow of a doubt. I have no doubts about that, because it's the same fucking drivel that they've been coming out with for fucking 3 years running now. So I have no doubts that he's going to piss all over it. But it's going to be, well, there's already COD players that are playing Battlefield 1 simply because of their frustration of the game not being fucking good, even before the game has come out. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Battlefield 1 is my game of the year. What is your game of the year? Please let me know in the comment section below. But as always, many thanks for watching, and you done know the crew, whatever the game, media, platform, format, genre. Happy gaming, because that's what it's truly about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. And until I catch you on the next one, please, gamers, stay blessed. Magan.